All right, guys, so we're starting to build up the truck for some of the longer trips that we have planned. In order to do that, we have to swap out the front bumper so we can get a winch on board. We're going to swap out the plastic stock bumper for an ARB classic stubby. So I'll walk you through the process of removing that plastic bumper, and then we'll go through the ARB stubby bumper installation process as well. All right, so the first step is going to be removing this plastic access panel, and there's 8 of these pop rivets. There's 2 on the top here, and then there's a whole bunch along the edge here where my fingers are that are really hard to see. But we just use a flathead or a trim removal tool if you have one to pop those out. So the process of removing these is about as simple as it gets. I've been using a small flathead to get under the plastic, and then using these needle nose pliers to kind of grip the shaft of the plug and pull it straight up and out. It pulls just straight out like that, and then this whole access panel will come loose and give you access to bolts underneath the bumper itself to remove the bumper. Let's see if I can pull this off one-handed, but the idea is to get into this plug. I can show you. Start lifting it away from the bumper. Sorry about the bad camera work. Then once it's popped up like that, you should just be able to grab it and go. All right, super simple. Once all these trim tabs are out, then this bumper piece just lifts up and away. And what you're left is access to the bolts holding the plastic bumper on. We're going to make sure we disconnect the fog lights here, and then we're going to have to also pop off the metal skid plate underneath the bumper to get access to those lower bolts. All right, so if you have the metal Rubicon skid plate for your steering components, these are going to be 13mm bolts. There's 4 of them. So we're underneath the front bumper now. It's these bolts. There's 4 on each side, left and right, that we want to take off, and that will allow us to pull the bumper all the way forward and get it off.
I'm doing it.
Alright, so bumper's off. We'll do a quick recap here. There are 4 bolts on each side, 18mm on the back side. Super easy to get to once the skid plate is removed and the top access panel is removed. Just be careful you don't rub your sockets or your wrenches up against the paint job. Then I'll show you the back of this unit. Alright, so you got your studs here that your nuts go onto, and then you got your connector for your fog lights, and the other side is right here. Attaches to the frame itself. It's nice and out of the way. Everything stays out of the way. I'm probably going to seal this off just to prevent corrosion, but I'm going to clean up my frame rails and get the new bumper on.